For Nerds by Nerds, and tonight I'm hanging out with a good portion of the Nerdettes. We're going to be playing some 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons for the Scarlet Sisterhood game. Welcome, everyone. And with that, we'll just kind of jump right on in. Who's got the recap this week?
Got it. So, we explained to Bucket what happened to him, the Emerald, and that leafy dragon. And then he intoned out of nowhere, Ithiana, the Green Death. He thinks maybe she is the Emerald, or was. It's very strange, but Fae stuff is always strange, right? Mm-hmm. So then we went and found Haley at her temple. Kath is still with Azucena on her ship. But Agnetha is missing. Jerissa confirmed that she teleported out with us, but she didn't arrive with us. So we checked Agnetha's apartment, but it was broken into and her stash was taken days ago. That was actually Kath and Azucena. Not that we know that. So we were all worried. Then Deneen visited Fane and Alarian. They've been playing with swords and archery. So Deneen completely missed the point that they were just playing. And so she offered to show her daughter where to stick people with a dagger. Then Jerissa told us about Murphy McCrystaltop sniffing out chaos residue. Apparently Murphy is a Nothic the size of a giant. Then Jerissa cast a scrying spell to try and find Agnetha wherever she is. We saw her fighting many enemies, and we wanted to go help her, but there's no time. So Haley plane shifted us, hopefully to Agnetha. Who knows? We'll find out.
If you ladies want to introduce yourselves and the characters you're playing.
Hi. Hello. I am Megan R. Miller. I'm an author. My things are available on Amazon. I will be playing Kenna Hollythorn, Halfling Bard of Valor.
I'm Jen, an artist from pixelscapes.com, and I'm playing Deneen. She's a wood elf rogue with a bit of cleric.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I'll be playing Haley, the cleric of the party, who is a devout worshiper of Quinthal.
Alrighty then. So pretty much as Jen said in the recap, you have just plane shifted out of Agnetha's apartment. You had gone there to perform the scrying because it was the thing that was probably most familiar with Agnetha, other than maybe Kenna. They've been companions for quite some time now, and through the scrying, you find that Agnetha is being accosted by vaguely humanoid-shaped creatures. They're really indistinct and hard to make out. They almost blend in with this vague grayness, or this silver grayness that seems to be surrounding her everywhere. She had several cuts and bruises and seemed a bit battered, and she was being attacked from all sides. When Kenna and Deneen and Haley decided to jump to her rescue, crossing planar boundaries, and you appear just as a bunch of these indistinct creatures. They're about 6-7 foot tall, sleek in build. Now that you're closer and you've breached the planar barrier, you can see that they have kind of ratty looking wings, but it's all the same color. They almost blend into this silver grayness that kind of permeates everywhere. Off in the distance, you think you see objects kind of floating. They're just kind of darker, indistinct blotches in the sky. Your feet on the ground, it feels firm, but when you look down, it's really hard to distinguish from the silver grayness around you. As you've gotten a little bit closer, a little bit better view, you've been looking at these things a little bit longer, you can see there seems to be a slight patterning upon their skin, almost like a scaling. You do see that they do have some curved horns. They kind of curve down and up, and their eyes are just slightly more silver than the rest of them, as are their fangs and their talons. And the patterning seems to be that same silver etching that you can see. And right now they are dogpiling on top of Agnetha. You can kind of hear them slaverating and muttering in a language I don't think any of you speak. Guys, you ladies have any creepy languages?
I have Abyssal and Celestial.
Oh, never mind.
Creepy
I think I stand corrected.
I have deep speech.
Janine barely speaks the languages she does speak, so she's out.
So, okay, no, it is not Abyssal. I thought it might have been.
Okay.
But it sounds similar to that in some ways. But you cannot make it out. So, what are you ladies doing? Agnetha just went down under a pile of bodies.
Is it dim light in here?
I would say it is dim light.
Okay.
Shadow Blade at level 5.
Okay. Does Shadow Blade do anything different for dim light, or does it have to be in dim light?
I get advantage if it's dim light.
Okay. Nice.
So is this gray stuff equivalent to mist?
It is more like almost like a lighting.
A lightning?
Lighting.
What was that?
Lighting, light source.
Oh, so it's like glowing, like a weird silver glow.
But it's actually the color of everything.
Okay. Weird.
It is kind of weird.
Well, we know Agnetha's under this pile of monsters, so time to go slice and dice, I think.
Yes. Oh,
All
yes.
right. So you guys have a round to do whatever, but let's drop into initiative just for the sake of order.
Okay. Actually, if I go in there, Agnetha's going to lose her
19.
blessing. So I probably shouldn't do that. 17.
19, 17.
Oh, I got 20.
Ooh.
Oh, my dice roller of doom.
Did we bring wisdom with us?
That is entirely up to you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I said I was holding hands with my bird.
And Hallie, what was your total?
Just 20. It was just a natural 20.
Okay, straight.
I don't have any pluses to initiative.
And Jen, did you say 20 as well?
No, I have 17.
17. Okay, 20, 19, 17. You'd think with less numbers I would remember better. And you would be wrong.
And unfortunately for us, when I did cast that blessing, I only blessed Agnetha.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't think we'd be in the thick of it.
All right, well, Hallie, what are you doing?
I am going to cast a Word of Radiance.
Okay.
My little cantrip. So they have to use it. They have to survive. They have to make a Constitution check. Is that what they got to do?
Okay.
All right.
And what is your DC?
I knew you were gonna ask me this. It's I need to write this shit down. What was it that I had to do to get that? It's my
Proficiency plus your stat plus 8.
proficiency plus wisdom, right?
Yes.
So 8. So it's 13 plus, you said something else? So it's 9 plus 8, or 9 plus 5. So that's all I have to do, right? Is there another add-on I have to do?
It's the base is 8, and then you add your proficiency modifier and your bonus.
So 9 plus 5 plus 8. You do it. You do that shit fast.
Your wisdom is plus 9?
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
No, my wisdom, yeah, it is my modifier. Oh, my modifier, not my save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
It's 27. It's 4. So 9 plus. Okay. So there you go.
That sounds better. So 21. So
It's just isn't it just 9 plus 8? You said it's +4. Your proficiency bonus is 5. That's 9 plus 8.
So 17.
Right?
Yeah, that's not 20 something.
Okay. Math.
Four
Why are you
plus
mathing at me?
4 plus 5 plus. I feel like I'm in Clue. Learn that.
So write it down this time. DC.
Right, last time it was so much easier.
This is why I like Roll20. It just tells me these numbers.
Oh, you use Roll20 for that? Not your. See, D&D Beyond does not do that.
Roll20 lets you roll. It's great.
Well, I could use fantasy rounds, I guess, but
Yeah, that would work. That would work as well.
I didn't think about opening up my own thing for that. Okay, so anyway.
So, it passed the saving throw.
Oh, it did.
You said you're using the cantrip, right? So it's all or nothing. Okay.
So it succeeded.
It did succeed.
Fuck. Okay.
And
All
so
that for
it rains
nothing.
down. Yeah, it rains down upon it, and it just kind of shrugs it off.
All right, fine. Then I guess I can still swing with my mace, right?
I don't think so because it's an action. It's an action to cast a cantrip.
No, I thought it was okay. So I can use a bonus action if I have
Yes. Now, if you have a spell that you can cast with a bonus action, or something else you can do with a bonus action, or you can move.
But I'm already close enough to all of them now as it is, right? So there's no reason for me to move anywhere.
No, not unless you want to move away.
No, I'm not going to move away, and I don't know my higher level spells well enough to know what my bonus actions are, so other than my heals and stuff. So I'll go to the next person.
Okay. So that brings us to 19.
All right. So does a 17 hit?
A 17 does.
Oh, good. Okay, because that is what I got for both of my attacks. I'm going to go in and start shanking things. So my first attack is 35 damage. My second one is 21, and then I use my bonus action to Bardic Doot at Deneen.
Okay, did you include your sneak attack damage?
Yes.
Okay, so 35
both times?
No.
Wow.
Shadow Blade.
You're
Shadow
strong.
Blade is 4d8. It's not me.
Oh,
It's
that's glorious.
Yes.
Deneen is impressed. You hear her whistle in appreciation in the background.
Oh, excuse me.
The spell is you though. So
that's true.
So you gank one of them and it is on death's door. And are you doing anything else?
Specifically, I was aiming for one of them that was piled on top of Agnetha. Just that's important.
Yeah, I assumed as much.
Yeah. All right, and you caught that I was like bardic inspiration at Deneen.
Yes.
Yes, then that's it.
Okay. All right, and then that brings us to you, Jen, Deneen.
All right. So I can't optimize. I have to roleplay this. Deneen is keeping concentration on her bless to try and help Agnetha as much as she can, which means she's not going to wade into melee. So instead, she will use her bow and just start picking them off. And hopefully, and wisdom will help her, just to make sure. And that bardic inspiration is a D10, right, Kenna?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. Let's give this a shot.
I apologize.
19 to hit.
Oh yeah, absolutely hits.
And because my buddies are there, and actually it would be 22 because I have advantage. That's 40 piercing damage. So this arrow just laces out between you two ladies and into this pile and doesn't hit Agnetha.
That's always a good thing.
Being very specific.
Was that a fresh one or injured?
Let's whittle down injured ones.
Okay.
See how hard they seem to kill.
Well, so the one that Kenna was just wailing on, you just made its head explode.
Excellent. All right. And I guess there's nowhere to hide, so I will just make sure I stay 50 feet away.
Okay. So with that, that's the surprise round. Now we actually go into the round. And Hallie, you are up. Now that you're closer, you can see you think there's about a dozen of these things.
Jesus. Okay. I am going to. God, I really just have heal spells. Let's do Flame Strike on these fuckers.
Okay, are you going to center the pile?
Yeah, I mean, I think if they're all on top of her, I don't have to worry too much about hurting her. I don't see her, right? Literally buried under a pile of bodies.
Buried under a pile of bodies.
Full
Yes.
full cover.
I feel like then that's like I'm safe to give this a shot. So I'll do that. I don't think I'm gonna boost it. I don't even think I can. I don't have the spell slots anyway. So all right, let's do it. So what's my 46? Okay. So that's 12 plus my levels because that's radiant damage. What's that, like 2? What am I at, level 15 now? So 2 times after first level higher. When does that kick in, the 2 plus for radiant damage? Does it happen right after first level, or does it just happen at level 2?
I am not sure what you're talking about.
First level or higher. I'm pretty sure it's first level or higher, so it will be...
You're a life cleric, right?
Yeah, so I think it's in addition to 15, so it's 15.
Are you?
That's only for heals.
Yeah, that's just for heals.
I thought it was for radiant. Oh, it's not for damage.
No,
or...
it's only when you're using a spell to restore hit points.
Man.
This is great.
I'm a life cleric. I'm a life cleric too, so
this is great. I just let Jen be the bad guy.
So it's 12. Just 12.
It's the DM in me. I can't always shut up. I'm sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Did you say 12? You only rolled 12 damage?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's terrible. Okay. So all right, so that is a dex save, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Okay. DC
17.
Pass. So
Oh,
we've got 4 fails so far, and you're good, and you're not. So 5 fails out of the 10. You were able to hit 10 of them because they're all piled up. So they.
And now they're all gonna just come swarming towards me.
Let's see. So math is hard. I'm having struggling tonight. Normally
you're knocking that stuff out of the park.
Roll 20 solves everything. I'm telling you.
Fantasy Grounds is our virtual tabletop of choice. If I was to use,
that's true. That's true. I should stop. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Opening up a table to do it.
I am just a fan of theater of the mind. I'm just old and stuck in my ways. All right, so one of the things you do notice as you call down the wrath of your deity, of your god upon these creatures, and white hot,
my 12-point wrath.
yeah, white hot fire pours from the heavens. One thing you notice right away is they don't seem as affected as you thought they would be.
Oh.
As it kind of washes over them. But all of them but one are now injured.
Okay.
So, if we're keeping track of such things.
Okay.
So
noted.
Yeah, but at this point,
turn.
you are definitely beginning to get their attention. So
yeah, I figured.
With that, you're up, Kenna.
All right, so another one that is piled on top of Agnetha, because that's totally what Kenna would be focusing on. She is very concerned for her friend. I love having advantage because I got 27 to hit the first time, and then I crit on the second attack.
Ooh.
So that's 28 damage and 44 damage, and then I Bardic Doot for Haley.
Okay, so you have the pile. So you said you're going to go for the pile. All right, so the one that's not injured is actually kind of out of the pile. So you go at one in the pile, and it was 48 and...
Yeah.
So if
28. No, it was 44 and 28.
44 and 28. Okay. So if you go after the same one, you can murder it dead. So you slash into it the first time, and you grievously injure it. You see it's barely hanging on, and you just come back with a second slash. And if you want to describe how you kill it, feel free.
Yeah, I just grab it by the hair, rip its head back, and open the damn thing's throat. Like, I am being a straight up savage right now. Nobody screws with my Agnetha.
Just straight up murdering a dude.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to.
When you can't really straight up murder a dude when that dude and all that dude's buddies are piled on your buddy. I don't think it's straight up murder anymore.
Yep.
Okay, so that was your action. You have bonus and
I bardic duded for Haley. That was my bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm not moving. I'm staying where I am. Like, these things need to be distracted from her a little bit because they've been piled on her for Lord knows how long.
Okay, so you see a little bit of a glimpse of pale flesh beneath, which you're thinking is clearly Agnetha, and it's also marred crimson. Deneen is up.
Oh man, I guess the best thing I can do is just keep shooting. That's how this is gonna go. So Wisdom once again swoops in to they're all injured, so she'll just pick one and give a shot. Another 22 to hit for 44 damage, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that inspiration for damage because of College of War. Another 8 damage.
Okay. What was the total? 30?
44 plus
44.
8 is
52.
derp,
Okay.
52.
79. Because that's how I math.
1 million. It was clearly 1 million.
So yeah, Wisdom zips in and like bites clean through this thing's ear, and then to distract it, and then zips away again. And right then is when Deneen hits.
Yeah, it looks up at Wisdom, and as it does, it just turns just so, and you're able to put your arrow clean through one ear hole and out the other.
Just like we practiced. Good job, babe.
That used to be one of the critical roles in the old Middle Earth RPG. Right between the ears, instantly cleans all earwax, and you're dead.
There you go.
So, with that, you've kind of got their attention, and they kind of all like almost as one look up away from Agnetha, and you can see that Agnetha is just kind of laying unconscious beneath the sprawl of bodies, and they are going to leap forth in your general direction. So there is a total of 9 of them left. Conveniently, there is 3 of you. So
so they're coming toward all of us.
Yeah, the ones that are near Kenna, they just kind of encircle her, and I guess I'll start there. And they come at you. You can see that they have these long hooked talons for hands, or their hands end in these long hooked talons, and they look kind of a little barbed and jagged. They almost remind you of like a sickle or a scimitar blade, each one of them, only a little bit smaller. So the first one, we got a nat 20, and does a 16 hit you?
No.
Okay, so it rips in with its claws, and you deflect both of them with your shadow blade, and then it comes over the top onto your shoulder and like bites in. Another one moves in towards you, and does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right, that one manages to rake you with a claw when you're distracted from being bitten. And the last one is going to bite and claw you. So you got bit twice and 2 claws, I believe.
Okay.
That one's going to hurt a little bit. So.
Well, I believe one of those was a crit, so I'm very much anticipating that.
Yeah, that is going to hurt a little bit, I must say. All right.
It just wouldn't be Scarlet Sisterhood if we didn't have like Kenna and a puddle of blood. So
I didn't realize how vicious she was. I think Haley's really taken aback.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize how vicious I was. I didn't realize Shadowblade was this good.
Shadowblade is actually a very fun spell. So we're looking at 11 and 17, 25.
Oh wait, is that total?
30. No, we're still counting. 30.
Okay.
Oh, what?
40.
I thought we were just play counting.
Yeah. Ooh, that hurt a lot. 45.
Oh.
And 54.
Okay, so 54 total. It's not all of those numbers added up. Like
No. It's 54. I was totaling 54 total.
Okay, I'm okay. I don't think I can take another hit like that, but I'm okay. I'm not like on death's door or anything.
you've had worse recently.
I've had worse.
Yeah, the crit was a little brutal. All right, so moving in on Jen next.
How fast are they?
That's a good question.
Because you may recall I'm supposedly over 60 feet away.
They are not that fast. So
Excellent.
So you are surrounded by 3 of them, but that's all they do.
Then he just looks smug.
Nice. And you know, one of them returns your smug look and hisses at you, and out of its mouth exudes that substance that seems to be all around you, but it's thicker, and you find you can no longer see. You're in a cloud of this stuff.
I don't even get to save?
No.
Dude. So we're fighting a dozen enemies that can blind you with no save, just to get that straight.
It's more like an area effect. It's like a cloud that comes out its mouth. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. Noted. Well, then I sit there blind sensing them smugly.
Yes, you can blind sense them smugly. So Hallie.
Yeah.
You're greeted by 3 as well. Ooh, I got a 20 on you too.
Oh fuck! I'm a healer, right? Like I'm not made of stats.
But then the next highest after that is going to be a 14. So that's probably gonna miss, right?
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah, I figured as much. Armor and stuff.
I mean, my armor class isn't that great, but that does miss.
What about a 15?
Nope, that misses too. Maybe it's better than 4.
We got another 20 and a 19. So
Fuck!
So you get hit 3 times. 2 of them are 20s, but the plus side is they were all claws, no bites. The bite did the most damage. Matter of fact, Kenna is still reeling. Like, you have burn marks where it bit you, but more like a chemical burn, not like a fire burn.
Okay.
Yeah, as you get close, you can see that on their teeth there seems to be a substance that's glistening.
So is that 40 then? I took 40 hit point if I took 40 damage?
Oh, no, I haven't even rolled your damage yet. We're getting to that. We're getting to that.
Well, let me know what my conditions are. I'll just stack them onto my character sheet.
All right. It's only 29 for all that.
But what about that bite?
You didn't get bit. They were all claws.
Okay.
You were lucky because you didn't get bit.
All right. Okay. I'm actually okay. I'm actually pretty okay.
I figured you would be.
Things considered.
And it is your turn.
I am going to cast heal on Megan's character, Kenna. Cast heal on Kenna.
Thank you.
All right.
That's 70 hit points.
Woo.
Woohoo!
You just undid all my damage.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm good now.
Damn you to hell.
Excellent.
And so that's your action, bonus action to move. Anything?
That was my action. So I really don't feel like I need to move anywhere. That was so I mean I guess as a bonus action use spiritual weapon.
That is a thing. That
So
cleric's been known to do.
let's just do that. I'll do that as a 4th level spell.
Okay.
So-
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
Like like it's awesome. I don't know. It's the first time I've ever used it.
Are you
ever in my life? So it looks.
why don't maybe you're whacking people with a big book?
I mean, it could be ridiculous. I mean, she's never used one before.
It could be whatever you. It could be whatever you want it to be. It's
the idea of you whacking people with a big book.
So, like, when you let's think about this from a character story. You summon spiritual weapons first time it's ever happened. Is it just something you conjure in your mind? Is it something that your god gives you?
It's some semi-illusory thing that flies around you and does damage to people. So it could be anything.
Yeah, a book. I mean, that's really all Haley's ever done all of her life. It'd either be that or a flower pot because she plants flowers so much.
Well, that would be pretty funny too.
That's really her big thing. She spends all of her time on gardening and reading. So
It's a book on gardening.
okay, so that's fine. Let's do that. All right. That's
So
perfect.
cool. I love it so much.
that's what Relian usually does. That's what Ted has a separate mini for his spectral weapon.
So 13, 17.
That will hit.
So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17.
Okay. How much damage?
That's what the damage was, 17.
Oh, 17. Okay. What did you get to hit?
That isn't it just do I have to hit? I thought it was just a spell. I just like cast the spell and it did my damage.
No, it does you make a spell attack roll. So for you it's going to be your intelligence plus your proficiency modifier, so it's a plus 9.
Thank God that's something I actually know. I did not do my hit. I thought it would just work like a good old-fashioned spell. Just that I don't get any. Do I get my spell bonus too? Do I get my?
You get plus 9 to hit, and then whatever the damage is.
So plus 9 to hit
Mhm.
is what did I just roll here? So that would be a 20.
You're good.
Okay.
So you do 17 to one of them for sure. All right.
And that's pretty much all I can do. I didn't realize I had to take notes of these things too. All new spells.
No worries. So yeah, you conjure a huge spectral book and it just smacks it upside its head. And spittle goes flying, flecks your face a little bit. It burns slightly, no damage, but you can feel it.
Haley goes, "Oh, that's so cool."
Definitely let you know something. You don't want to kiss these guys, that's for sure. No tongue, absolutely. So with that, Kenna, you're up.
All right, triage. Is Agnetha breathing?
Make a perception check.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, my passive is 23. Are you sure I can't tell?
Yeah, as I asked, I realized it was a stupid question. Sorry. No, you can see ever so slightly her chest rise and fall.
All right. Okay. You know what? If it's that narrow a thing, they're not on her though.
No, they've all detached from her to pay attention to what they perceive as the threats now.
All right, Ellie, how bad off are you?
I'm actually pretty. I'm not that bad. I don't look that bad.
You can take another hit and you're okay.
Yeah, I can take another hit.
Okay, well, in that case, I will save that mass cure wounds for later and attack instead.
Yeah, definitely hit these guys.
All right, so it's 21 for the first attack.
Okay.
And 21 for the second. I should have noticed that was the same number. So that's 24 on the first attack and 18 on the second for damage.
Okay, so 24 and 18, 42. Okay. So it is looking bad, but it is still up.
And then Bardic Duding for Deneen, because sometimes you just have to go all out.
All right.
I hear it and go, thank you. In the
Do you
distance.
do bardic stuff just because, like, do you sing or do you just kind of...
I have a shield, and I knock my sword against my shield to make a drum beat, so I do
Okay,
the
cool.
drums of war thing.
Nice. Easy peasy.
All right. So Deneen, you're up.
All right. So I'm in a cloud of stuff that makes it so I can't see.
Yes.
But you're not blind.
So is that the equivalent of like silver mist darkness, or am I literally blinded?
No. It's more like darkness.
Okay. So, and you said that three of them came over to me to surround me.
Yes,
So are they in melee range?
they are.
So that means I can assume that they can move over 60 in a round and attack with this cloud, which means it means I can get away from them. You know, I'm not a big fan of being surrounded.
Okay.
So I'm just going to leave.
Okay. So you're gonna disengage.
Just walk away.
No, I don't need to disengage because they have disadvantage on their attacks against me. So, because I'm in a cloud of silver mist. So I'm just going to bolt out of here.
Okay.
And I'll head back over and I'll use my bonus dash. So that's 70.
Okay.
And maybe I'll also use the dash action just for fun on top of that.
Okay.
And I'm going to loop around to actually, once I move and dash, so I'm 70 away, do I think they can go that far?
They moved really fast, and it was almost like when they came at you, they kind of did this running, loping thing, flapping their wings.
All right, hell with it. When I'm leaving, I'm beelining back toward Agnetha and Kenna.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of using bonus dash, I'm actually going to heal Agnetha. Because we could use a little help.
Okay.
So I'm going
just
to
assumed they didn't have her sheets.
see which one is the better heal to use. I'll use this one. She now gets 8 hit points.
Okay.
For what that's worth.
Okay.
Agnetha, we need help. Hey. Agnetha, my boss brought you back from being unconscious. Please attack some things, and I'll hide behind Agnetha.
Okay, so Agnetha sits up like Undertaker style, and screams, "I'm so full of rage! I'm gonna go down on one of these things like a bear."
Oh, you're playing us so well.
Awesome, perfect.
She's right here with us.
Glorious.
But on your way to doing that, with your blind sense, you can perceive them track you without any problem.
Yeah, well, at least I can pick Agnetha up.
That is true. Does a 17 hit?
Derp, no.
18.
No.
Okay. So jaws snap all around you as you fly through them.
Whee!
And I guess we got to put Agnetha in on the initiative somewheres.
Sorry.
Okay, so I got a 16 for her.
Deneen doesn't know that Sam isn't here.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I was being meta.
So 16 on the die. I'm certain Agnetha has at least a +2 to Dex. Her stats are a little unconventional as far as barbarians go.
We'll just hand wave
on Dex.
We hand wave all that. Stats are more of a
suggestion. All right, so she actually will end up kind of missing this round because of when she gets up. Or no, I put her right at your initiative because of where she gets up. So she can get up, use half her movement, And let's see. I should probably just do like an Agnetha move instead.
I mean, you know her best, right?
Yeah. It just means that Agnetha would do something ridiculous more than likely, like try and drop kick one of them.
Or grab it and
actually, what Agnetha is going to do is she is going to do she's going to use her weapon. She jams it in the ground and summons a wall of thorns in a straight line. So it'll catch one of the ones on Hallie, it'll catch one of the ones on Kenna, and it will catch two of the ones that are in that cloud as it pummels forward.
All right.
What is that? 3?
Yeah.
All right. And that is going to be 1 successful save. Against Wall of Thorns, which is, what is that? That's something like 6 die 8 or something. You guys are making me play against myself. I hate that.
Sorry.
12, 17, or 19, 22. So 22 points of piercing, thorny damage as this wall basically cuts through halfway through all of them from Agnetha. So in essence, too, it also kind of splits the battlefield, and Deneen and Agnetha are kind of at the center of that split, and then Hallie and Kenna are just on the either side of it, but on the end of the wall. Just so you guys know, if you wish to try and use it tactically somehow.
A wall.
I like walls.
What am I? I mean, I'd run into it, pat and knock myself out.
Don't do that. Kath isn't here. That's her job.
She's not the boss of you, Hallie. You can do whatever you want. Don't mind me as I math. And we'll say you are down. All right. So, with that, the two that are on Kenna just turns to Kenna, and they kind of look and see, the one that kind of gets like squished and pushed to the side and shrug their shoulders, and then the three of them just kind of come back to Kenna to follow through what they've been doing. The one that got hit by the wall hits you twice. 1 bite, 1 claw. His buddy that is next to him. Did we say... no, that's going to miss. A 24 will hit, though.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So 1 claw, 2 bites so far. And, ooh, that's a nat 20 on the claw, though.
Okay.
2 claws, 2 bites.
Similar to the last time I got hit.
Yeah, but the bites were really nasty. The claws are only a little nasty. It's still going to hurt a little. That is 43 as claws and fangs rip through you, and you feel again that acidic burn.
I'm not even bloodied. We're good. Let's do this.
Don't.
I'd be like, it hurts so bad. No, don't tell me that.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
right.
a good thing you healed her, Haley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a really good thing you healed me, or I'd be pretty screwed right now.
I love Kenna's cockiness. So moving on to Hallie, 17 is going to miss you, correct?
17 hits.
Nice. All right. So you get 2 claws.
You are calculating the +1 you got from that fairy brooch, right?
Oh, nope. I was not. I didn't add it to my modifier.
Oh,
did you even attune to it?
She's had it for a while. We haven't
She-
seen
I've
it.
had it for a while.
She would have been able to attune to it. So this round you would have got hit by 1 claw, so you're at 2 claws now. Because an 18 or 17 would have missed you, right?
17 would have hit me, but now knowing that there's a +1, I
One,
guess
it misses you. Okay. So
well, yeah.
2 claws so far, but this last one, sensing an opportunity, rips into you with 2 claws and a bite with 2 nat 20s.
Oh,
So, needless to say, this one is going to hurt a little bit. So I'll calculate the claws first. So 22 from the claws.
Okay.
And now we will get into the really nasty stuff.
All right, I'll take the 22 off. Or you want me to wait to apply all the changes, or?
You can do it however you want.
All right, I'm going to apply the 22 now.
All right.
And then just give me the numbers consecutively.
All right. Now I gotta do. All right. Another 55.
And she's dead.
Unconscious.
Unconscious. It's a little bit different
It's
dead.
not negatives anymore, is it? So it's not like in the oldie timey days you didn't go negative numbers. So now I'm just out.
No, it only matters if you hit your hit points again.
Okay. So wait, what was it? No,
All
we
got hit.
You're good. You're
it'll
good.
take a while.
You have to hit your hit points again all at once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like a tick.
You're okay.
Okay, let me apply my unconscious modifier, and okay, I am down.
Bam. And the other ones move to engage Deneen and Agnetha once again.
Ah!
And they've just enough move to drop down where the two of you are, so but they don't actually get to do anything. With that, Hallie, make a death save.
All right. Excuse me.
Don't roll a 1.
Yeah. So is it just not rolling a 1? Is that the only thing I've got to do?
Try to roll a 10 or above.
I've never had to do a death save before. I'm so
I
excited.
had to do my first death save in this game too.
16.
All right,
That's
1
good.
success.
All right, let me tick that off on my save. Boom. All right, good deal. 1 success. Got it.
All right, so we are to Kenna.
All right.
What about?
Hmm?
Okay.
Is that right or no?
Because it was Ellie, then Kenna, and then Agnetha went on your turn.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and then they
So-
went, and then
I get it.
Ordinarily, I would have you roll your own heal roll, but I'm mass cure woundsing, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll it. So for 24.
Ooh.
now I should write down Agnetha's hit points.
Okay.
So she's at 32.
So that hit me too, right?
Yes.
Do I get like a does that get she hit me for 24? Do I just pop awake with 24 or
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
okay.
Um.
There was like some kind of like,
Also, do
wake
both of
up
you
process.
have bardic inspiration right now? Like you both have the die, or have either of you used it?
I believe you both
I
still
used-
have it.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
I
then I
used
gave
one
you another-
earlier, but then you gave me another one. So yeah,
Okay,
got
so this time I'm going to bardic doot and give it to Agnetha,
it.
Okay.
and that's turn.
Okay. You guys can use that for your armor class too, right? For Valor?
I don't.
Just damage.
It's damage, not armor class.
Oh, that's cutting words for College of Lore. Okay, so that's your actions, and then that brings us to Deneen and Agnetha.
All right. Well, we're surrounded again. So this calls for Deneen whips out her daggers and traces a pattern in the air and then attacks one of them with booming blade. 29 to hit.
Oh yeah.
for 47. And there's like a reverberation of thunder as she hits this thing.
Okay. Well, how much was that?
47 damage.
47. Okay.
Thunder.
And then she will also lash out with her offhand dagger at the same one. 22 to hit. But I don't get my sneak attack.
I jump a little bit when the loud noise happens.
So her other one
just as a flavor note.
Another 2 hit points of damage.
Okay, 48. Okay. All right. So with that, Agnetha will swing her glaive. Well, that's an 18 on the die. The second one is going to miss. Oh, you know what? She's a barbarian. She's going to go reckless because, why not? And she's raging. The second one is still going to miss, though.
Reckless. Is that like just you using a word, or is that something?
She could use her
reckless attack is a thing.
She could use her inspiration to try and hit.
With that second one, you know what? Yes, she can. All right, I will roll. That's a 2, 9. Oh, you know what? That actually might hit. She probably gets. She's going to get 5. That's a 14, and then I don't know what her 14. She probably has at least a +3, I think. It's hard to. She's got her stats are a little bit unorthodox, so they're a little bit harder to guess. But she's going to do. She's going to get rage damage. 14, 17, 20. So the one that you injured, she totally demolishes.
Excellent. What was left of the magic then dissipates away as it dies.
And then the one next to it, she's going to do, let's see, 18, 21, 22, and actually that's it on the button. So she basically just, starts swinging her glaive in a figure-8 pattern, with each one slicing both of these creatures up the midsection and just splitting them.
Nice.
So they are done. So we've got 1, 2. So I believe there's only 6 of them left. By my 4. Well, no, that's not right, is it? And well, that being said, it is their attack, right? It's their turn. Okay. I think my math is wonky somewhere the way I did this. They're multiplying somehow. No. So Hallie still has 3 around her, so that is where I'm going to start.
Great.
I think there should be 7. There's 3, 3, and 1. All right. 17 misses, so you get 2 claws.
Yeah. I can go down again.
Get off our healer.
18 hits, so that's 1 claw, so 3 claws, and the last one, that's 19 is going to hit, so 4 claws and a bite for the healer.
Ooh. Ooh.
So claw damage. 12, 22.
I wish you weren't so like do when you're doing math. It's just so upbeat.
It's great. It's just a big party.
So 28. Does that drop you?
Down again.
Yes. And
welcome back to the floor.
And down goes the healer.
And one of them. The final one says something in a really guttural language and just takes a bite out of you as you go down.
Oh.
That is 2 failed death saves.
Oh, dude.
What?
Yep.
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh.
Now, Kenna.
I know which con we're going to be at next, Dave. Remember that.
I'm gonna run over there and try and save you.
Oh no, I've
I
still
know
got
where you
healing
live,
spells.
but I know where you'll be.
I've still got healing spells, and I think I can
Listen, I only attack the
afford to
down
use them,
players
maybe. But
when I feel it's integral to the
Yeah,
storyline.
no, I know. I'm not. I'm just giving you a hard time because it's fun. And you'll take it. You'll take it
no,
well.
we got you.
Yeah. So this one is going to go after Agnetha. And let's see, 21 is going to hit, 24 is going to hit, and the 19 for Agnetha is probably going to miss. So
Well, you gotta knock her out again since Sam's not here.
Well, 19. I'm not sure because that 19 is really close for a barbarian. I know she probably has one brooch where you guys have two, right?
You make her character in D&D Beyond, you can pull it.
No, I don't think it's in there.
Okay.
22. And so she takes 22, 2 claws, the bite misses. And let's see, let's spread some love on Kenna.
Go for it.
I intend to. 18 hits.
Fight me.
21
hits.
21 hits. 17 misses. That's a miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. So we got 3 claws on you.
Okay.
And that is going to be 5 claws, but 1 is a crit.
Okay.
How are you looking?
I don't know. I haven't been told what the damage was yet.
I mean, how are you looking right now before the damage?
Right now before the damage,
You're
I
clear,
have
right?
taken 19 because I math my damage weirdly. Instead of taking it off my hit points, I add up to my hit points because addition is easier for me than subtraction math-wise.
All of it's dark magic.
So 35.
Okay.
And they have all gone.
Okay.
And, they're kind of capering and dancing around Kenna and Hallie. They they're looking at Agnetha's looking pretty beat up, and they seem assured of their victory. What that brings us to top of the order, right? And that's Hallie. You're up.
Oh.
So you want me to make my death save?
Yes.
That's all I can do.
You do have bardic inspiration, though.
Can you use that on a death save?
And you have regular inspiration.
That's true.
What does that mean? I rolled a 12. I don't know what that
That's
means.
good.
It's good. It means you don't have
That's
to
good.
worry about it.
You're not dead yet.
She's not dead yet.
All right, so let me add that to my save model. Boom, success. All right, I'm good.
I've only killed a couple people so far in D&D. Well, in this edition.
I mean, this character's so fun too. She's just.
So, Ken is up.
I
What
am.
are
This
you
is great.
doing?
Okay. Am I close enough to touch her?
You would have to move through
Maybe
enemies.
you're
to do
always
so.
close enough to touch me.
Okay, well, I have 2 levels in Rogue, so I can bonus action disengage, go over to where she is, and cure wounds at level 6. That's 68 plus 6.
Ooh.
All right, you can tell she's on a mission.
Yeah,
So you roll it this time because it's not mass cure wounds, and I don't want to get my mojo all mixed. You don't want me rolling for you.
All right, you want Dave to roll it, or you want me to?
No,
roll
I
it?
want you to roll it.
All right, what's your 2? What is it?
It is 68 plus 6 because it goes off of my charisma modifier.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
That sounds like some plausible deniability is what we're really looking for here.
Yes, it really is. Thank you muchly.
68 plus 6, you said?
Yes, 6d8 plus 6.
Got it. 36. Is that possible? That can't be possible, is it?
48
Sure.
would be the maximum, so it is possible.
Okay, that's a good roll. That's this. All right, I'm a little.
You don't want me rolling for you.
Get. this dice roller app, I got a little more faith in this guy.
So Kenna comes like baseball sliding in to touch you and give you some good vibes, waking you up, calling you
Wearing
back from the
under my
world
breath.
beyond.
Oh.
So that's your bonus action and your action.
Yes, that is all I can do, but I do it.
Okay. So Deneen is up.
So how many are still alive near Agnetha and Deneen?
1.
Let's
That did roll right.
go ahead and try and kill it then. Let's booming blade this sucker again. 23 to hit.
Oh yeah.
And again, there's that crackle of thunder, and it's 36 damage.
Okay, it just kind of explodes into chunks.
Excellent. And then I will zip over to meet up with the other two because I don't know. Either one of them could get taken out, and there's bad guys over there.
Okay.
So we're forming up together like bites.
I forgot, but I will remember from now on that when I cast a spell, I can bonus action attack, but I used my bonus action last turn, so it wouldn't have kicked in. But there have been times during this combat that it would have.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
true.
reminding myself of that so I don't forget, because that's a very new thing from the last time we leveled up, and I will forget if I don't say so.
And so that brings us to Agnetha, and she will reckless attack and use her great weapon fighter.
So she's running over here to attack the same ones?
Yes, she absolutely is.
Excellent.
And that's 1 hit, and that is another hit.
I keep forgetting I'm blessed healer, so when I heal somebody, I heal myself, but I haven't needed to.
Yeah, it hasn't mattered since you've done it.
I've been unconscious every time, so that was full when I healed.
Well, it's a good thing we all have healing spells.
That's exactly why Deneen has that level in cleric.
So she completely eviscerates one, and then she is going to hurt another one. It was one of the ones that wasn't hurt nearly as bad though. I don't know why my head is so foggy for math today.
Maybe you've been doing too much math today.
Maybe.
I am so into this combat.
Retiring from math. Yeah, so they begin howling and
Never done you
shrieking.
any good.
And we are down to 5 of them now at this point. And more than half of their numbers have been dwindled. So they all like cry out as one and leap into the air, disengaging as their action. And
that means Agnetha can still attack one.
Oh yeah.
Does she have Sentinel?
Yep.
Oh, okay. She probably could have did some other things too. That
Wait,
it wasn't.
is it her or Kath?
Kath absolutely has Sentinel.
I can't remember. Anyway, they're flying away.
Yes. A different one. Well, it's hard to tell whether it's the same one or a different one. Does that thing again where it breathes out this blanket of it almost looks now that you're not actually in it, it's almost like a blanket in the air above you, like clouds that it kind of lays out, and the 5 of them go shrieking and flying away.
Whew.
So what are you ladies doing?
I'm gonna call wisdom back to me. Oh, are you okay? Is everybody okay?
I'm like battle hype, and I'm still bouncing a little bit, and I'm like waiting for the fog to clear because I think they're still gonna be there, and then they're not, and I swear again.
Yeah, how does everybody look right now?
Does
I need a
Agnetha stay
bath
conscious?
and halfling pipeweed.
That's fine. We got this. I am bloodied.
Okay.
And Agnetha, how did I get here? How did those creatures call me to this place? I thought we were going to the woods. I love the woods.
We were going to the woods.
Yeah, they must have interfered. somehow.
But we
with their
got
evil
you.
magic. That's right.
How did you guys even find me?
Jerissa was scrying to find you, and we saw you were in a fight. So I blessed you, and
then
but-
Haley brought us here.
yes, now she can bring us back. Oh, what a relief.
Oh,
I
good.
promised
Yeah, let's
I
go.
promised my husband and my little daughter that I'd be back for bedtime this time. I'm so glad that I won't have to break that promise.
Yeah, about that. Because I beaconed to here through the spell, I can't get us back.
Well, he's probably still watching. Can't you just beacon back through the thing that he's doing?
I don't have the gem that I need to do it.
Oh, what kind of gem do you need to do it?
Denise starts patting down her pockets.
Because I have gems. I have lots of gems for lots of things because a lot of my spells need them. What kind of gem do you need? Let's go.
Oh, it's well, okay, so my bad. It's not a gem. I
Oh.
need my rod to be attuned to our plane.
Okay, how do you do that?
When I'm on our plane to do it.
Oh,
Wait, so are you saying what I think you're saying?
Mask your wounds.
no, I gotta
For 27. Oh, sweet. 8, 7, 8 plus a 4. So 27 for everybody.
Oh, that was good.
Janine looks super pissed. She's kind of clenching her fists and
Yeah.
keeping it, and she's just sort of rubbing it with her other hand, but not anything else.
I reacted on instinct, and I didn't think about the consequences when I made
So
to get us
So now we just live here for the rest of our lives? Is that what you're telling me, Haley?
here. No, I'm saying if we can find a way to get a sigil sequence or to find the proper sigil to return.
In this limitless gray expanse of empty mist,
It
we'll
doesn't-
find
Maybe
this
Legend
thing.
Lore would help.
It doesn't mean we can't. It just means we haven't.
Oh, God. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. Hey, boss. Please help me keep my patience.
P.S. We need to get home for dinner. Can you hook us up? I'm sorry, this shouldn't be as funny.
I've
as it is.
asked
I'm
him for a lot
parent.
already today. I cast bless across planes. I
Yep. Yeah, that's fair.
So, what are you ladies doing?
Can we walk back?
well, we need to get away from where these monsters know we are. So we have to at least keep moving.
Pick
Okay.
a direction.
Any direction, apparently.
I mean, like, is there even anything that we can see in the distance here, or is it just flat expanse of, like...
You see some, like, motes of something that's a different color kind of floating in the distance in the sky.
Not sure I trust that.
But other than that, this place looks pretty much the same everywhere you look, in every direction.
Well... Huh.
So glad we
Okay.
met you, Haley.
So, I am going to take one of the corpses of the things that we
I'm
just
sorry,
killed.
I swear to God. I'm sorry.
Fortunately, I still have level 3 spells left, so I can speak with dead and tongues to prop it up and ask it questions. Maybe it knows something we do not.
Okay. Now, I will say, since Hallie has plane shift as a spell that she memorizes, if you think she would have the material component, I have no problem with saying you have.
I have a forked metal rod. That's not the issue.
It's the fact that you used it to get here and it's no longer attuned to home.
I used it through the beginner. You said there was something that we used to pinpoint Agatha.
Like through the scrying spell. Yeah.
So
I could pinpoint her through that.
I would definitely allow you, if you cast plane shift again, to plane shift back to the material plane. But I still think the issue is you probably still don't have a spell slot, right?
I don't.
So we probably need to rest.
So listen, if we rest, let me pray on this to Quintel. She's been very lenient in my ignorance before. Maybe we can. I'm sorry, you're gonna miss your family for sure.
Maybe I'm gonna ask the gargoyle thing that I'm speaking
after
with,
I miss bedtime and we sit and pray and remind myself repeatedly that the important thing is that we saved Agnetha.
Yeah.
So after all that and you rest, will you be able to get us back home or not?
I am going to commune with my goddess and I hope that she grants me this boon. So the answer is I really don't know, but I have high hopes.
Hallie is the magic 8-ball of clerics.
I love it. Out of character, I love it. In character, Deneen is like...
She's ready to fucking kill her, I'm sure.
So I asked the gargoyle for a safe place to go rest, like where somewhere that we're not likely to be found would be, what direction we need to go in.
Okay. Does Speak with Dead dictate the language it will speak to you in?
I also
she said she's going to use tongues too.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Because I have both of those. I just haven't used them in a very long time.
Okay. Are they both concentration spells would be the next question.
Well, it definitely dispels my Shadow Blade. Speak with Dead, 5e, enter. So it is duration 10 minutes and it is not concentration.
Okay, then you are good to go. It actually looks like tongues is not either. So
yep, tongues isn't concentration either.
So you are good to go with that. So you cast tongues, then you cast with Speak with Dead, and that harsh sounding language comes out once again, but this time you actually can understand it.
Okay.
So you seek safe harbor in this place. You are a long way from that. Unless you know the ways.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Moving here is not about using your limbs, but your mind.
Okay.
How many questions do you get? 5?
5.
Yeah. I have asked one. I'm being very careful about this. I know the rules.
On the islands, you might find a cave to hide in.
He said might.
Yes, they might not know.
Okay. Where are the islands? Or how do I get to the islands, actually, is the question I want to ask. So.
Those specks you can see in the distance from here. amongst them, there's probably caves that you might be able to hide in. If you're lucky, nothing else lives there.
Oh. I look at the rest of you, relay this information. So let's talk about what else we want to ask here, because that's important. We've got 3 more questions.
We could ask if they're likely to... I guess it doesn't matter if they're likely to come back after us. Are there any portals to the material plane nearby?
Are there any portals to the prime material plane nearby?
Yes.
Oh! Ooh, ooh.
Good. Where's that? Where's the portal to the prime material plane?
The 3rd island has one.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, stepping back, you guys, common. Do you think the prudent question is which one of those dots is the 3rd island?
Is it clear that there's like one that's a little closer and one that's a little further away and one that's even further away just from looking?
They're actually floating almost in like a triangle with the point being away from you.
So that it's got to be the furthest one.
Which of those dots is the 3rd island?
It's got to be the far away one. Oh, well, we don't know for sure.
No.
You're going to have to ask then. Yeah.
It is the one to the left.
Okay. Thank you. Rest well. I'm gonna you know what? Like, it would be pointless to bury them here. I don't know if they do the whole funeral pyre thing, but I do take a moment to put copper pieces on all of their eyes before attempting to move us that away. Because he did say it was more of a thought thing.
Are the islands floating?
They are.
We could just kick them off the island and say goodbye.
You're not
I'm
on
not sure
an
we're
island.
on one.
You're not on one. You're on what seems to be the ground. And as far as burying them, it doesn't...
Coins for the ferry.
Yeah, as far as burying them, you're not so sure you could even dig in this substance. It feels hard, like marble or stone.
She's not planning to.
No, I'm just putting pennies in their eyes because basically just, like respect for the dead and all that. Like, they attacked us, sure, but Kenna's got sentiment.
And Deneen isn't that sentimental about it. She just says, "Hey, boss, please keep these dead things down. Thanks."
So I want to say between the casting of the 2 spells and the conversation, probably like 20 minutes have gone by.
Yep.
Another 40 minutes and you're at a short rest.
Well, do we want to just hunker down here, or do we want to try for that portal? Because we could end up in another fight.
Well, do we need a short rest? Like, how hurt are you 2 still?
Well, do clerics get their spells back on a short rest?
No.
No, you would just be able to spend hit dice. Oh,
I am very low on spell slots.
You would get your bardic inspiration back.
Okay, well, that matters. That matters a lot because I was almost out of that. And hit points wise, I'm okay. Like, I'm not bad off. I can Shadow Blade again, but it's not going to be as good as it was last time.
Give me either a Knowledge Arcana or Bardic check for Kenna.
Okay.
And Hallie, if Hallie has Knowledge Arcana, you can make an Arcana check as well. Or Religion. Actually, I'll allow Religion on this as well.
I have Religion, for sure.
Okay.
+5 modifier. All right. 20.
I got like a 9.
It wasn't a natural 20. I just rolled
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
And what did you end up with, Megan?
Like a 9.
Perfect. So on the dirty 20, so you don't know if it's something you've read in one of the libraries, one of the teachings of Quenthel, it's one of the stories, fables, or divine inspiration, but something does occur to you as you guys are deciding what to do. There are many prime material planes, or there's more than one at least. So there's no guarantee that portal will go to your prime material plane.
Hey, ladies.
Yeah, but it'd probably be safer to wait in while you get your mats back.
Ladies.
Yeah.
Just because we're headed to a prime material plane, it doesn't mean we're headed back to our prime material plane.
Oh, darn, that's right.
But,
I remember someone telling me that once before. I think it was Jerissa.
I mean, that I remember.
Well, isn't it probably less immediately monster infested than this one?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know. I mean, yes, maybe. No, maybe.
Unless we end up in like an ocean or something.
Who would put a portal in the middle of an ocean?
I don't
know. Do you want me to speak with another one of these? Because I can start using 4th level spells. Like,
I don't know. Either way, we're not going to be able to get home. Because even if that went to our material plane, it's going to dump us off somewhere.
Yeah, but then we just need to rest and
still,
then teleport us home.
Right, but either way, we have to rest, cast us, go to another plane, and teleport home.
Well, there's 3 of us. Okay, so there's 3 of us now. 4 of us now. Okay, if there was just the 3 of us, can anyone else cast Banish other than me? I can pray on it.
I'm out of spells other than remaking Wisdom if I want to make her into something else.
Cap could have done it.
Cap's busy.
Not here. I know.
Okay, that would have worked for
she needed some quality time with the wife.
She did.
That would have worked for 75% of us. So let's just pray on it. Let's find a safe. Is there a safe place around here?
Let's go find a cave then.
That is truly the best that I can do. Is either. I mean, I guess I could banish you all guys, and then I could.
No, we're not gonna leave you here.
Be by yourself.
That's my penance. I can stay here for another day. Banish myself back.
With what happened last time, I don't think so. Second star on the left, straight on till morning. Let's go.
All right.
So let's sort of get a sense of which one looks like it might be lowest, so that I can hopefully throw some climbing gear up there, and then shimmy up and secure it. Hopefully.
I can fly it up.
Ooh.
Agnetha
All right.
That would be wonderful, Agnetha, yes.
If I get angry enough.
Are you
just keep thinking about how Haley trapped us here.
Home?
Well, you have to do it if you want to.
Keep thinking about that.
How does that make you?
Here, Agnetha, this will make you angry enough to fly up there. Someone broke into your apartment and stole your stash, and we don't know who it was, and it's gone.
And you might be stuck
true.
here forever.
We were there.
Never find out.
What were you doing in my place?
We were looking for you. You were missing.
That's the only reason we were able to find you.
Because we went to your apartment with Jerissa. But your stuff's gone.
That's the last time I passed out on that boat.
Boat?
Yeah.
The minstrel.
The minstrel. I went to the minstrel. After I was wandering around, no one was around, so I went out there to see if Kath and her wife was there. And they weren't, but their bed was really comfortable. And they had booze.
Can I insight check to try and figure out, to put 2 and 2 together here, Dave?
I think that'd be more like investigating, right? To string together clues.
Oh yes, please.
Okay, sure. I got a 9.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, Janine says, "Well, then it's a good thing you weren't at home, or whoever broke in might have caused even more trouble."
Kenna's laughing.
I would have broke their arms. I'm Agnes the Armbreaker. It's in my name.
Yeah, I know. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we don't know who did it.
But anyway, I can fly a rope up there. And what did that stupid, ugly thing mean when it said about moving around here?
Oh, yeah, it was something about, like, we think and go. I try to do it. I try to do what I think it was getting at.
Okay, so it kind of reappears, like, twice as far away as she would have if she was just moving.
No, yeah, it's like blinking. You just will yourself, man.
But for you, kind of, like, you actually experience yourself kind of, like, thrusting forward in the space.
It's not quite like blinking. It's like long stepping.
And she's hollering that from super far away.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, just will yourself forward. It's not hard. Come to me.
Okay.
So you see Agatha strain a little bit as she thinks.
Like this?
Yeah, and then so you guys actually make really good time, and in a couple hours you find yourself under these floating islands.
So I telepathically.
Well, that explains.
I telepathically teach Wisdom to do this too, so that she can come with us.
That explains how those gargoyle things were so fast.
Sure does. But now we're fast too.
Yeah.
We are.
They did have wings too.
I kind of like it here.
It has. No.
Okay.
No, I don't like it here.
Kenneth spots in the distance. At first, it looks like an enormous worm or snake-like creature, like slithering across the sky. But you know, as its body kind of tapers up, or expands up, and you see it expand into a broad. It looks like almost like looks like a kind of like a lobster without any of the legs. And you see these huge, enormous pincher claws, and a you know, like the top kind of just rounds into what looks like might be a head, but it's in the distance. But just judging by what you can see of it, it looks enormous.
Hey guys, what do you suppose that is? No good.
I'm gonna assume you don't want to mess with that. Let's find a cave.
You've definitely seen smaller buildings.
Okay, let's find a cave.
You sure you don't want to go to some like random material plane that doesn't have gigantic skyworm crabs?
I don't know. I kind of like the skyworm crab. It's pretty. I'm kidding.
I don't like it.
All right, let's go.
Let's be clear.
And hopefully there won't be anything in it.
So you're under these three floating islands, and they actually look like they're made of actual solid ground. And there's, the monotony of this grayish silver atmosphere is kind of broken up finally as you gotten closer to them, and you can see like actual browns and blacks and different shades of gray. You think you might even see a little bit of green peeking out here and there. So what is your plan? Definitely much further than 60 foot of rope.
Can we just think ourselves up there?
You can try.
Agnetha, you do it, since you can fly down if it doesn't work.
So Agnetha does it, and kind of gets to the end and kind of like moves back a little bit, then jumps forward again. So she is definitely, and then when it happens again, she begins moving forward more smoothly. So it does seem to be working for her. Now she's very far ahead of you guys.
So then we can all just do the same thing and get up there.
Yes.
It sounds like. All right.
Let's do this.
Yeah, so you essentially are able to fly until you're up there and you're on the third island. And you can see there's copses of trees here and there. It's decent size. Like you'd have to actually walk around and investigate to see the whole island. It's not like you can see the whole thing from where you are. And a little ways in, you actually hear the sound of running water, and you see what you think to be that silverish light that is the entirety of this place, playing off the surface of a pond.
Well, there's trees here. We could hide in the thing of trees, or we could look for a cave.
I think trees sound lovely.
What do they look like? They look like normal trees.
Yeah, they look like pine trees.
Okay.
That's pretty good, because we could just gather, wait, Denny doesn't know anything about roughing it. I don't know, trees, whatever. I'm only technically a wood elf, you understand.
Loosely, by association.
Technically. Denny has no ideas. We could just go under a pine tree and hide there.
It would definitely give you cover from the sky. That is definitely a thing that would happen.
And Deneen, of course, since she could hide in it easier than everybody else, that's the extent of her ideas right there. We could just hide in there.
When all else fails, hide.
Let's see. What do I have to do to cast invisibility on multiple people?
It won't last all night.
Nope. Nope. But it could give us a little bit of safety, maybe. Let's see. When you cast the spell using spell slot of 3rd level or higher, you can target one additional creature for each slot level above 2nd. The highest slot level I have left is probably 4th. Yep, it's 4th. So I can get 3 of us 3 times. Deneen, how confident are you that you'll be able to hide?
I'm super confident that I'll be able to hide, because there's trees here, and even though I'm only technically a wood elf, that does make it a lot easier. Tremendously easier.
So we can do this for 3 hours.
For you two?
Well, yeah, except then I don't need to be resting, though. We just need to get back to our plane, and then I can, because I don't really need to teleport if we're going to be going back to where we came from.
We don't know where she's going to land us, and I doubt she knows.
Okay, so then let's not try the invisibility gambit. Let's just chill up in the trees and take watches.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys are just going to head for the trees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you do that, you kind of hear some giggling and laughter coming from the pond.
Someone's got to hold. Someone really needs to stop Kenna right now, because she's gonna run.
Oh no, you read my mind.
Just like I'm standing next to Fane, I put my hand firmly on Kenna's shoulder. And I try to turn her around toward the trees and march her over there.
And you hear in a very, very lilting feminine voice, "Oh, don't go. We get so few visitors." In Sylvan.
Sylvan.
Mom said no.
And then you hear it repeated in Common, and then in Elvish as well. Different voices.
We already have enough friends already. Thanks. Bye.
And as you're doing that, you're moving. You see 3 forms kind of appear out of the pond, and they almost look like they're made of water. They're very feminine forms, but kind of still indistinct, and they seem to be like resting on their hands and their elbows, and kicking their feet in the water. But it almost looks like they're laying across it. I'm gonna make a Bonobo roll.
Okay, ladies, no offense, but we've had a real bad day. It's been bad, and we just want to go rest and relax somewhere other than in the water with you, or under the water, or the peaceful sleep of death.
We were only trying to drown her.
Yeah, exactly.
It's no big deal.
You hear one of them call out, "Don't leave, you're so pretty."
Oh boy.
Okay, that sends up some red flags.
That's bait, guys. That's bait right there.
Trees it
Trying
is.
to gaslight us. Let's not fall for this.
One of them turns the other. I knew we should have negged. No.
Pick up aquatics.
Yeah. So you guys, you scoot up one of the trees.
Good girl, Kenna.
And then they sink back in. They sink back into the pond, and one parting like sulky look as they do.
Sulky, more like Selkie, am I right?
Selkie. Nice.
Sulky.
Cute.
So you are able to actually pass the night uneventfully. You in the distance you hear cries and strange sounds, but under the shelter of the trees, it does seem to afford you just enough cover to avoid any chance encounters. A couple times throughout the night, the creatures in the pond try to call to you. Trying different ploys and different tactics.
Hello.
I imagine I'm not allowed to take a watch by myself.
No. So
You
Deneen
are,
will make sure that
tied to the tree.
right. Deneen will make sure that you three have like the absolute best cover because she only needs to be lightly obscured to be hidden. So she'll like tuck you all in.
And you probably had to
needles.
convince Agnetha to not strip down and go swimming in the pond.
Yeah, that's a no, Agnetha. They want us there way too badly, and they want us at the pond specifically.
Yeah.
That's a drowning right there.
It's a drowning.
That water looks so crisp and clean.
It is.
I'm so full of rage.
I'm filled with dead
You want the hot bath water once we get home, and I pass her a just little rolled halfling pipe weed cigarette.
Agnetha goes to sleep mumbling about hot water ladies.
Same.
And then so the night goes by, and Hallie, you are able to commune with your goddess.
All right, good. I'm communing like a motherfucker with my goddess.
So that Deneen did her meditation, and then while she was on watch, she spent like pretty much the whole time just sharpening daggers.
Yeah, whatever helped her.
Yeah,
sleep at night.
sharpening daggers, glaring at Haley, sharpening the other dagger, glaring at Haley. Just to pass the time.
Get yourself from murdering your party members.
Yeah.
Thinking about all the things she can teach Fane about where to stick sharp, pointy things.
Right. Yeah. The way that twists, up and under the ribcage. Yeah. That's Deneen.
So, when you do pray and you receive your spells, and you get plane shift, and you do realize that your fork is attuned to your plane.
So even though I used it to get here by using that,
So it's an attuning fork?
kind of, yeah.
Yes.
It is. I mean, really, it is. Yeah.
It's literally a tuning fork that's attuned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Straight up King's Quest shit. Those bad jokes.
I like it.
Okay, I'm not going to tell them that I'm idiotic and didn't remember that in my panic state of terror.
I'm sure Deneen glaring at you didn't help with the panic.
So I will just tell them.
It was probably the first time you've ever cast it in your defense.
It was.
So
Okay.
where do you reappear on the prime material plane?
We can go to the church. I'd be familiar with there, so that's probably my most attuned to my tune fork place. So let's hit the church.
That's what I figured as much. So you appear in front of the altar of Quinthel.
Haley.
And you startle some acolytes.
Hi.
Behold the miracle.
I think
It's a miracle. Thank you, Haley.
I think
Begrudgingly.
after that adventure, I need to introduce you to someone. Will you come with me?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that while I was, trying to breathe.
Oh, okay. I need to introduce you to someone that I think you're going to get along with quite well.
It's not another beholder, is it?
No. No, he's an elf.
Okay, I'm for it. Let's go.
I'm gonna go introduce her to Vance.
Oh boy.
Because that seems like a good idea to me, which means it's probably not a good idea, but it will be interesting.
But you didn't announce it beforehand, right? So it's not like Deneen heard you say that.
No, I did not. I am not that stupid.
Okay. Oh, really? I just don't know what any of that means.
But of course, so who are we introducing her to, Kenna?
Somebody
that
that works in the bathhouse.
That doesn't make me the least bit suspicious. In the bathhouse.
I start walking immediately before you put it together.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Here's a shortcut. Go this way.
Thank you.
Agnetha storms off to go find out who was stupid enough to break into her apartment.
She'll have to figure that one out.
She will have to figure that one out. And so Kenna, heads off towards the bathhouse. Hallie, are you going with her?
Yeah, of course.
And
I have to go see what this is about at a minimum, but then I'll go home.
So basically,
after the game is done, I'll go home.
Basically, I'm going to, and I'm not going to stop Deneen from coming with us, but once I get her there is no undoing it. So I'm good with this.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, hey, Vance, this is our friend Haley. She's a new adventurer too. I think you should talk.
Deneen just shrugs. Okay.
So Vance.
Hi,
Vance kind of raises an eyebrow a little bit, and since you guys since he's left Carshapathan, he's become a little bit more worldly. And he's been in Gryphongaffe for a little while now, and he introduces himself, Vance of House Evening Star, and any friend of the bosses is a friend of mine. Is there anything I can help you with?
Wait, was that? What did you say? Evenstar, Vance?
Yeah.
Have I heard that name before?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
From him?
Yeah.
Isn't that the house I delivered the message to?
It might have been.
Deneen gets a very thoughtful look.
Oh, is that it?
Because I've worked out when we were there that you were dodging your family, Vance. But I didn't remember that's who they were.
Yeah, I mean, and when you looked,
is that what you took?
When you looked into it a little bit more too, you found out that it's the most powerful, third most powerful house in Carshapathan. So they have some clout.
Right. I remember that part. No, Kenna, it sounds like it was the message. The dragon said the message was the problem. Okay. But the point is, I delivered that message to them.
Yep.
I don't know what that has to do with Vance, but that's an interesting coincidence, isn't it?
It is.
What does Vance look like? Just like a normal person? Or
apparently he's really hot.
He's a high elf.
Yeah,
and he has a thing for humans. What race are you, Haley?
Human.
Oh, really?
I may or may not have done this on purpose.
Vance is a very tall, slender, young-looking elf, because he is kind of young. I'm not sure if I'm not sure how much that would be apparent to Hallie, depending on how many elves you've interacted with. He does have. He's got kind of aristocratic features, so the sharpness of his features are a little bit more prominent than even other elves. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and like I said, the features are all very finely chiseled. He's got very delicate looking hands, and he's very slender. He's also only worked in a library and at the bathhouse, so he's never really done much actual labor. And so he almost has like an androgynous look to him.
Okay.
And
Like-
and he begins making small talk with you. So, where are you from?
Dralic or Dralic?
Dralic. Oh, so far away. So you're an adventurer, like the ladies here that I work for.
Accidentally. Yeah.
She's been far and wide, Vance.
No, I haven't.
So I actually came. I came to Gryphongaffe hoping to become an adventurer myself, but Deneen has convinced me and Kath, and she kind of cringes a little bit, that I'm better off staying in the city and using my skills here. So every once in a while I help out with research and just working around the bathhouse. Have you met the brass ladies?
We had a little adventure last year. But yes, adventuring is dangerous. We almost died again. It's a FYI.
process.
She was unconscious twice.
You will get
and
better
Agnetha was down. Yeah. So I advise you continue not adventuring. That's my advice.
Well,
or just take your time.
I did die once, but they brought me back.
Yeah.
That was kind of my fault.
It was super brief though. You were only a little dead.
Only mostly dead.
He was totally dead. Really. It was really bad. It was totally our fault too. It was not good.
Well, I know about fault, so I can understand
I was someplace else, and it was really nice and sunny, but it was cold before that. And then I heard Miss Hollythorn calling me back, like through a long tunnel, and I came back, and that's when I found out I was dead.
The very first time I ever raised the dead.
That's a bad way to go too. Paper cuts. Fatal paper cuts. Yes.
It was a lot of paper cuts. I've got little scars all over the place.
Still?
So
You'd never know it.
Well, they're really
I think
faint.
you have to be an elf.
Yeah, you have to be enough to see him.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can give her a closer look sometime, Vance.
I'm okay. I don't know. I can't fix scarring.
That's not what she.
Never mind.
Would you like me to get the bath ready for you? Usually that's what you want when you come here. And where's Agnetha? She usually comes with you. She's usually really angry, and then she wants a bath, and then she smokes halfling pipe weed, and then she's okay.
Yep.
Somebody broke into her.
Happen later, but she's gonna have to dip into my stash because someone took hers, and that's why she's not here right now.
Yeah, somebody broke into her apartment.
Oh.
She's very angry.
But she definitely wants a bath. She was talking about it pretty much all last night.
I think that was more than mermaids.
I wonder if the place had been broken in when Azalea and Kath were there, because they, the other day they came here just from there.
Don't mention that again.
Azucena and Kath.
Yeah, Azucena and Kath.
Were in.
They came here.
Oh,
Kath yelled at me like usual.
Agnetha was sleeping in their bed.
Yeah.
Okay. We shouldn't tell her.
No, we definitely shouldn't tell her.
No.
Tell who what?
All right. Nothing.
And
Nothing.
then Vance
don't mention that to Agnetha.
Vance turns to Hallie and says, "Do you have any idea what they're talking about?"
Not really.
Okay, Vance, let's put it this way. If you rat out Kath to Agnetha, Kath will be very upset with you.
You didn't think it would be possible, but he actually goes paler than he already looks. And you can see, see the calculations going through his mind. The calculations, you can see them going through his mind, through his eyes. And it's not just the Kath factor, but the factor of being around that angry Agnetha as well.
Yeah, you don't do that. I'm trying to save you, kiddo.
We didn't say anything to you. Plausible deniability. You know nothing.
Exactly. I know nothing.
Yep.
I have at least a few young ladies that will be able to vouch for my whereabouts. I wasn't there. I had nothing to do with anything. So, where were you off adventuring to this time?
The plain of gray, silvery, misty stuff and creepy gargoyles and flying sky crab worms.
Yeah, I don't actually know where we were. It was kind of full of nothing, and then there was a pond and a few trees, and then there were these gargoyle things that attacked us, and we managed to drive them off, but only barely. I think they realized that we were all going to take casualties if the battle continued, so they left. I mean, they did take casualties. We didn't because we're awesome, but
we were only mostly dead. There were some skylands, if you will.
Yeah, I like it.
And pine trees also, apparently, for some reason.
How come you never go to any nice plains? Plain of spiders,
I don't know.
plain of
That's
gargoyles.
a great question.
Although the
That's a really great question.
Seemed nice, except for you guys came back really. Well, not that long for me, but a long time for everyone else. They were really worried.
Yeah.
They all said you were dead.
The Feywild, but I mean, I will probably retire to the Feywild someday, but it's not a good idea to just go and hang out forever. You get that smug grin off your face. I see what you're doing there.
So, if there's nothing else, I'll go about my duties.
He said duty.
So, have Miss Hallie, have you seen the establishment yet? Have you seen the bathhouse? Have you met the brass ladies? I mean, it sounds like you had quite an ordeal. I highly recommend the brass ladies after that.
I was here just very, very briefly on my first run-in with the ladies, and it was only to just have like a quick chat. So no, not really.
Give her the platinum treatment.
Yeah, you're like in the middle of saying that.
On the house.
He's kind of reaching for Hallie's wrist and tugging gently and asking you to come this way. If you resist, he won't. He just lets go.
Oh, I mean, she'll go.
So he ends up giving you like the whole tour, and it ends with taking you to one of the rooms where there's a couple of these ladies, and they look, at first it looks like lady statues made out of brass, and then they turn towards you as you come in and direct you to one of the tables in there, one of the stone slabs, and when the stone slab itself is heated, and quickly you discover the source of the heat in the room is actually the brass ladies themselves, and they are the masseuses for the bathhouse, and they are walking, living, breathing hot stone massages.
Okay, so it's not like creepy or terrifying, or
No, we're not that kind of
professionals. They're professionals. They have a great work-life balance. We pay them. It's all good.
They speak broken common.
Okay.
Yeah, we do pay them. So, and we rescued them also from a terrible captivity.
This bathhouse is owned by you. I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
He knows that.
Yeah, we built it, or we had it built anyway. We paid to have it.
Deneen tries to remember if she's actually said this, and then she decides she's said it often enough. Yeah, my husband helped, did a bunch of this woodwork and everything. It's very good. My top secret husband that I only mentioned to you ladies and Vance.
Yeah, and they have the brass ladies have a very thick accent, and I don't think any of you speak primordial, but Kath does. She had taken the time to learn it. Yeah. Yes, and they own the bathhouse. And what is your investigate check?
It is not just a plain old. There is no. It's just would be a 20. So you want me to roll one?
Yeah, just roll one.
All right. I don't have any modifier to add to it. Oh, I gotta clear my modifier. Sorry about that. All right.
Investigation
10.
based.
10. Okay. So you guys go about your business, and that seems like a good place for us to wrap up here tonight. Back at the bathhouse, and Deneen probably pretty close to on her way home to have a discussion with her husband.
Yes, to apologies, and yeah. I had no choice in the matter. Not my fault.
So
Been promised.
We will end with Deneen getting home in time to see that there's a bed or sleeping arrangement made up on the couch. And we will we will wrap things up there. Thanks, ladies, for playing tonight, and thanks for everyone in the chat that's been hanging out with us. And until next time, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.